Local 5 is proud to bring you the inspirational stories of the African American community across Northeast Wisconsin. This is Honoring Black History, presented by COMSA and Janssen Dental.
Thank you for joining us for Local 5's Black History Month special.
From city founders to some great food, we honor the history and thriving culture here in Northeast Wisconsin and create a space where we can all celebrate.
And joining us now to give a better understanding is Rhonda Chandler from Loving the Skin I'm In. Rhonda, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
My goodness, how the group has grown since we first started sharing your mission. Remind us, though, about what your goal was.
Absolutely. So our goal was to empower and uplift Black and brown girls here in Northeast Wisconsin, the Brown County area, and we've kind of expanded to the Fox Valley area, so we say Northeast Wisconsin.
Yeah, so how does your work help these kids?
So we provide groups in various spaces. We go into local schools and we provide social emotional groups, building self-esteem, confidence, exposing them to cultural activities, extracurricular events, etc. We also have a parent component where we educate parents on navigating and raising Black and brown children in this community. And
specifically in February, what is the significance of Black History Month, not only in Black culture, but our entire community?
It is an opportunity really to bring awareness. Black history really should be 365, not just in February. But it's an opportunity to bring awareness about the different organizations in the community, also educating one another, educating our community as well.
So the community, what can the community do to help to spread your mission?
The community, I would encourage you to visit our website, follow us on social media, see the work that we're doing, learn about the things that we're teaching our girls and exposing our girls to, and just really supporting the work and bringing that awareness to the larger community.
So diverse. There's ice cream socials. There was a healthcare summit. What do you hope people who participate in these different activities will take away from them?
Every time, our goal is always for them to learn something, but in a fun manner or just doing something different. But we really want them to get that educational piece, walk away with something that they didn't know or that enhances what they already know.
And on a real serious note here, you host what's called a trauma summit. What's that? What's it all about?
So this was our first time ever doing that, but seeing the population that we serve, a lot of our girls come from traumatic backgrounds. We have families that have adopted transracially. We have children that are or have been in the foster care system, etc. They're experiencing trauma at school and in various settings. So we wanted to bring awareness. So we provided speakers, counselors, therapists who have that expertise in trauma, working with children of color. So it was a half-day summit that was held in November, and we're working towards making it a full day educational opportunity this year.
That's fabulous. Rhonda, you're so impressive to me because you saw something in your own children and said, this is a need. It began simply by microaggressions.
Absolutely. After moving here, it'll almost be, I can't even believe it, 10 years in August that we've lived here. But after moving here from Charlotte, North Carolina, where there is more diversity, et cetera, my kids came into the community and they were, primarily the only student of color in their class. So they dealt with the microaggressions and the racism, et cetera. So I was really trying to build community and support for them. So really, this started in the basement of my home, and here we are almost 5 years later.
And you feel like you're making headway?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, Give Big Green Bay, more than $16,000.
That was awesome.
Raised.
It was our 4th year that we were selected, and just really, a wonderful opportunity to connect with other nonprofits. Again, spreading that awareness, letting the community and other folks know that what we're doing. But yes, we loved receiving the support from the community, and we look forward to the programming that we have planned to use with the funding.
Did you have any idea what you started in your kitchen was going to blow up into this?
Absolutely not.
No.
No way. This was not on my radar to start a nonprofit at all. My background is in social work, but to actually take on this idea, and here we are now.
Yeah, Rhonda, a pleasure, always.
Thanks again.
Rhonda Chandler, loving the skin I'm in.
Yes.
We appreciate it so much for your example and what you do for our community.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Good to see you.
Thanks. And coming up after the break, we head to Appleton for some of Big Mama's barbecue wrapped bacon. Stick around, lots more stories to share.
Welcome back to Local 5's celebration of Black History Month, which of course includes food.
Big Mama's Bacon Wrapped Barbecue. It's a cozy eatery in Appleton that specializes in serving up delicious barbecue dishes with a unique twist.
Local 5's Samantha Petters shares their journey.
Jocelyn Jackson's two greatest loves in life are her family and food.
I have a passion for cooking.
For Jocelyn, food is a language of love, seasoned with affection.
We are a small mom and pop. I try to put as much love and affection as I can into my cooking. And, you know, my kids, they really, really appreciate being here and able to do this for the community. And just working hard to try to provide for my babies.
And is about staying true to her roots.
With different cooking techniques and stuff. So it's very deep-rooted in the culture, especially black-eyed peas and candy yams and collard greens. They're definitely a traditional African-American staple.
But the black-eyed peas and collard greens are just a fraction of their menu. She tells me that serving up a taste of home to the Fox Cities is a dream come true. But it wasn't just her dream.
My mom and my auntie was supposed to open a restaurant together and years ago, and she ended up passing away from a brain aneurysm, my auntie on my dad's side. So they never opened the restaurant. And it's inspiring because, you know, she's like, you're doing everything.
And her mother taught her everything she knows, passing down recipes and culinary secrets.
Out of her 4 girls, I was the only one that learned how to cook, because I was the one doing all the food prep. I was her sous chef and didn't even know it. I appreciate my mom for doing that. You know, she's an amazing chef.
Now, Jocelyn feels fortunate to share her and her mother's traditions with her community. And I found the ingredient that makes Jocelyn's dishes so special: love.
I put my love into my food, and I want people to be able to acknowledge and taste that. They can tell she put everything into this.
In Appleton, Samantha Petters, Local 5 News.
Thanks, Samantha. Oh, my goodness, where is that place? 1025 North Badger Avenue in Appleton. You can order to go, or you can stop in to enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal made from scratch every Tuesday. She also makes appearances at area farmers markets and festivals.
And straight ahead, the man who emerged from slavery and founded the town of Freedom.
As we continue to share the stories of today, we also want to head back to share the pioneers of the places here in Northeast Wisconsin.
Freedom, Wisconsin traces its name to a man who emerged from slavery to become its first non-native settler.
Local 5's Paul Stino shares more about this man whose story has both captivated and perplexed local historians for years.
Piecing together the life of James Andrew Jackson is like trying to do a puzzle when you've lost some of the pieces.
There's something about his story that needs to be told, and I can't quite put my finger on it just yet, but that's why I keep digging. So this is a timeline of his life that I've put together based on any record that I've ever found.
Dustin Mack, the executive director of the History Museum at the Castle in Appleton, has spent countless hours sifting through census data, old newspaper clippings, and public meeting minutes to piece together the events of James Andrew Jackson's life.
Here it's James Andrew Jackson, and if you trace it along, this is where we can tell kind of who was in his household in their rough ages.
He's made progress, but still some important details of his life lost in history, at least for now. Where there's gaps, Mack and other historians make educated hypotheses.
Jackson says that he was born in Nashville, 7 miles outside of the city, which 7 miles outside of the city is where the Hermitage is, which is the plantation that Andrew Jackson, the president in general, that would have been, the 7-mile radius outside would have put him somewhere, could put him somewhere in the vicinity of Andrew Jackson's plantation.
Andrew Jackson, the 7th president of the United States and general during the War of 1812, where historians say he often brought his slaves to fight alongside him in battle.
Marched with him to New Orleans for the Battle of New Orleans, and then eventually received his freedom as a thank you and as a reward for having done this military service.
Mack theorizes that after earning his freedom in battle, James Andrew Jackson would eventually head north, taking the name of his former owner, Andrew Jackson, and bouncing among several Wisconsin communities before settling in freedom on this plat of land in the mid-1830s, long before the Colonial House Supper Club moved in.
Would have been daily getting up at dawn, working, harvesting food, taking down lumber, and essentially creating what would become the town of Freedom.
Kenny Vandenberg is the executive director of the Freedom Area Historical Society and says based on his research, he believes James Andrew Jackson actually escaped slavery on the Underground Railroad before becoming the first non-Native American person to settle in the Freedom area.
The legend is that he asked them to name it Freedom, since this is where he found his freedom.
The different theories from the two historians reflect the gaps in documentation in James Andrew Jackson's life. The man of mystery ended his days in Appleton. Historians think he is buried in an unmarked grave in Grand Chute, but again, the exact location, another mystery for our local historians to figure out. James Andrew Jackson's legacy living on over 100 years later through a town called Freedom in northeast Wisconsin.
There's a tremendous amount of pride in it.
He's an example of kind of the frontier spirit and the way that community can be built around unique individuals.
In Freedom, Paul Stino, Local 5 News.
Historians believe Jackson passed away in 1879 in his 90s, a very long life considering the times.
And still to come on Local 5's Honoring Black History Special, the event that supports hair salons, hairstyles, and more. In the spirit of Black History Month, People of Progression hosted the 3rd annual Black History Month and Afro Hair Fair at the Fox Valley Technical College.
As Local 5's Samantha Petters found out, the event supports many people.
The Black History Month and Afro Hair Fair celebrates those who have paved the way for opportunity and access.
We are bringing together cosmetology students and pairing them with hair experts, as well as bringing together parents and guardians of Afro hair textured youth together with hair experts to learn more about how to fill the inequity gap in our area and learn the skills that they need.
And do so through hands-on workshops like Parting 101 and how to care for locks and braids. For Kristen, the collaboration and educational sessions are just one piece of the puzzle.
This event fills a special place in my heart, as well as the whole People of Progression team and the planning team for this event, because we know that our community members really need this support. And when we're serving opportunities for our Black-owned businesses to win, when they win, we all win.
That includes her husband and owner of Icon Barber Studio in Appleton, Paris Kelly. Paris has been a barber in the Fox Valley area for almost 15 years. He says being a part of this event is special because it highlights the lasting contributions of minority communities, acknowledging their past, present, and the impact they'll continue to have on the future.
I really appreciate that in this area, especially, something like the Black Hair Fair is acknowledged during Black History Month, because it just adds to the backdrop of why we're here.
Like any form of art, hair is a powerful symbol of cultural heritage, resilience, and identity, reflecting the journey and experiences of Black communities.
We're living in a world today where we're beyond things of the past in terms of keeping barriers in place for reasons that we don't have anymore, right? So you have parents who may have adopted a kid of color, or you have kids who grow up in foster care or whatever the case may be, and so they still need to learn demographically, how to take care of themselves and what's more beneficial for their hair as opposed to another kind of hair.
Paris seeks to comb through his passion and inspire others. His hope is that the next generation is able to give their own demonstrations with pride, knowing they sacrificed so much and worked so hard to be who they are.
For me, it's coming back full circle because I can remember vividly being in their shoes and what that feels like to not know what the future holds for your career, but to be started on a journey.
A journey to connection.
There's so many reasons why people love who cuts their hair and who provides the services for them. And it's not always how great you are cutting hair. Some people really just enjoy being around good energy, good conversation.
So whether it's a professional, a friend, or a parent or guardian, it's about more than just a cut or a style. It's about promoting self-care and boosting confidence.
From a kid's perspective, having a parent and they're showing you the effort in that regard, it goes a long way.
In Menasha, Samantha Petters, Local 5 News.
Thanks, Samantha. You can also find Paris Kelly for a haircut at his studio. It's located at 3375 West College Avenue in Appleton.
And coming up next, the Fond du Lac organization that's representing Black history and culture through a lending library. There are countless groups right here in Northeast Wisconsin hoping to inspire the next generation.
More specifically in Fond du Lac, that advocates for African Americans in their communities and sharing their culture and history.
Local 5's Paul Stino has more about the mission.
From Frederick Douglass to Martin Luther King Jr. to Barack Obama, if the book discusses African American history or culture,
shares the history with our youth to let them know, oh wow, I didn't know this, and it builds hope, it builds self-esteem.
There's a good chance you will find it in Ebony Vision's lending library in its Fond du Lac office.
Representation is everything. When kids do not see people that look like them, it doesn't give them hope that they can reach for the stars.
Daisy Frazier is the president of Ebony Vision, an organization founded 17 years ago to stand up for African Americans and other people of color in Fond du Lac, foster a sense of community, and to share their culture and history.
Fond du Lac needs an organization like Ebony Vision.
She says their lending library helps them accomplish these goals. Their mentorship programs for both boys and girls does as well.
There's a saying by Frederick Douglass, it's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. And that's what we're trying to do.
Ebony Vision advocates for kids at the Fond du Lac Public School District and also partners with the Fond du Lac Police Department to address issues they see in the community. Every year, they throw a Black History Month celebration. This year, it's at the Fond du Lac YMCA. Why is Black History Month so important?
Well, we like to say Black history is American history.
Black History Month happens in February, but at Ebony Vision, it's something they celebrate all year long. In Fond du Lac, Paul Stino, Local 5 News.
Well put, Paul. And for more information, please visit our website at wearegreenbay.com.
And we want to thank you for joining us for our Black History Month special so that we could share the wonderful culture of Black Northeast Wisconsinites.
From all of us here at Local 5, both on the air and the hardworking people behind the scenes, have a great night.
Local 5 was proud to bring you Honoring Black History, presented by ComSA and Janssen Dental. Thank you for watching.